Okay. Look, I'm a big believer in ripping the Band-Aid off, so I'm gonna get right to it. The play next year is Europe. That's your path to the NBA.
That's Wait, you're not kidding. Europe?
Mm-hmm.
No. The play is college. It's always been college.
Plans change, MP.
No, I did everything. Everything I was supposed to. I'm ranked. I have scholarships. Why are we changing the plan now?
Listen. You did an amazing job these past few months. But the problem is that you came into the game too late. You have too much ground to make up for, and you can't do that in college, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Mr. Kelly. I'm starting to wonder if you should be my agent.
All right. Can I make my case?
The floor is all yours.
Okay. You can answer questions in Europe that you can't answer in college. Questions that NBA GMs need answers to if they're going to draft you. And most importantly, you can answer them next year. College is at minimum a 2-year plan. You've got too many established players ahead of you to hit as a freshman, and every year you don't get drafted, your odds of getting drafted plummet.
Okay. I want to see what you see. So, walk me through it.
The biggest question facing 80% of players entering the draft is whether they have an NBA body. You go to Europe, play against grown men, you've answered that question.
Still not seeing it. What else you got?
You can prove you don't have character issues.
Man, I was late to one game.
And got suspended for the biggest game of the only season you have played in competitive club league ball. It's not fair, but it's out there. You go to Europe, you can prove that you play with a professional work ethic, and now you've answered another question, a big one.
Okay. So I'm behind. How do I make up all this ground?
In Europe, you'll devote every waking minute to basketball while your peers are back home sweating out midterms. That's a huge advantage. And not for nothing, but the salary in Europe is way better than any NIL you're
The
getting.
only money I care about is the NBA money. I'm not trying to fumble that bag because the NIL isn't good enough.
I make a percentage of your salary, MP. I'd be a fool to do anything that jeopardizes your NBA career.
That's a good point. I have nothing.
Look, we live in a world with Wemby, Luka, and Giannis. Scouts know how to evaluate what you're doing overseas. And by the way, you wouldn't be the first American to do this either. Ask LaMelo if he regrets skipping college.
Do I have any offers?
2 of them. I wouldn't bring this to you on a whim. The first one is from Basket Madrid in the Spanish National Champions League, the most competitive league in Europe. If you thrive over there, you are guaranteed to get drafted.
Okay, so what's the other one?
Paris FC Basket in the French Basketball Super League. They got a lot of first-round prospects this year. Outplaying them will cement your spot on any GM's draft board.
I'm not gonna hold you. I like how those sound.
Plus, I'm hiring a professional videographer to chronicle it all, so GMs will see everything you do. Look, I know it's not what you pictured, but if you're honest with yourself, I think you'll know it's the right move.
When you're saying all of that, it makes sense in my mind. But, not gonna lie, it doesn't feel great.
Well, it'll feel a lot better when you hear your name called on draft night.
Okay? Okay.
Okay.
I'm in. I just hope you know what you're talking about, Mr. Kelly.
Well, what's it going to be? France or Spain?
Let's see. Bonjour, it's me, MP, and I'm coming to you live from France. And this is the very first episode of Out of Bounds, the web series that takes you behind the scenes of my basketball journey. And helping me film these videos is my main man, Xander Jones, our in-house filmmaker. Xander, come talk to the people.
Hey, I'm Xander. I'll be helping out MP with his social media content.
All right, get out of here. But Xander, you got any questions for your boy?
Yeah, how are you adjusting to life in France so far?
Woo, man, listen, I just got here yesterday. So I've basically unpacked my clothes, and that's it.
That's fair. When do you start hooping?
I'm actually about to head to the gym for my first practice with Paris FC Basket. I'm going to meet my teammates, my coaches, and I'm just really looking forward to it all.
All right, after you settle in, what are you looking forward to the most about living in France?
I know it, but whatever. The food. My dad's an amazing chef, and he gave me this whole list of stuff I got to try.
All right, well, what's on it?
Man, this thing is in categories, bro. I barely know how to say this stuff. But we got beef bourguignon, coq au vin, ratatouille, and cassoulet. He's got like 75 cheeses on the list and all kinds of breads.
Man, that sounds like a serious list.
Oh, yeah, my dad does not play when it comes to his food. But that all comes later, because I came here to prove myself against the best NBA prospects in France, and everything takes a backseat to that goal.
Bet that. It sounds like you're in for some exciting times out here.
And you're all along for the ride with me, so can't wait. Are we done? Yeah.
Yeah, you know, when I think we have enough, I'll give you a cut signal. I'll just straight up say we're good.
Oh, right. You said that before. My bad.
Nah, bro, look, don't sweat it. You know, you're doing great, bro. Your personality is really coming through, and that's what's gonna hook people. You know, they'll come for the basketball, but they want to get to know you, as a person. So,
luckily, I'm a yapper, so.
I could definitely see that. You got any plans for after practice?
Rest and recovery, really. I got my first game coming up in a couple of days, so I'm like, I gotta be ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and go! Let's move, let's move! Full speed, come on, let's go!
I got Bucky that time.
Cheaters never win.
No, I got him. Hey, is all the practices is intense?
The first part, yes. Then we do more plays and things of that nature. Then more conditioning. Then more plays. It keeps going on and on like this.
Man, I gotta tell you something. Back home, captains usually come a bit more serious, but I like you. You're funny.
This is not a joke. We have to have peak fitness to compete. Like football.
Let's huddle up, let's go, let's go!
I understand.
This is professional life. We make practice difficult so that the games are easy.
Fourth quarter's winning time, boys. But it's also when you're the most exhausted. To win, we gotta be the fittest team on the court. All right, so we're gonna do a scrimmage that simulates late game exhaustion. Short shot clock, full court, all out hustle. I want you moving faster than Busta Rhymes raps, all right? Let's go, let's go!
Hey, Cap. Does Coach know Busta Rhymes or something?
No.
Weird.
Conditioning is not optional, people. All right? Okay. We're going to work on sideline out-of-bounds plays, a staple of late-game offense. These have to be executed to perfection to be successful, which is especially hard when you're tired. First play is called Cypress. What we're trying to do is spring Pierre for a 3, and there are 3 members of Cypress Hill, so that should be easy to remember. Insane in the membrane. Anyone?
Insane in the brain.
Bogey gets it. See? He gets it. All right. What we're trying to do is get Pierre an open look for a corner 3. And P, you got to set a hard screen. If your man blows past you, we're cooked. Got it?
Oui, coach. I got you.
You got it? Okay, good. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Move it. Move it, MP. Get to your spot now. Come on. Play tough. Play tough. Ah, God. You're not in high school anymore, MP. You got to play tough here. Let's go. Bang that. Bang that.
Cap, was that dude raised by a pack of wolves?
What do you mean by this?
I mean, it feels like a pack of animals just ran through me.
He's a good guy to have on your side. Doesn't talk much, but loyal.
To you, maybe.
We need to know these plays backwards and forwards, MP. You're not Dr. Dre. We're not going to wait 16 years for you to release Compton.
What you mean, coach?
You need to move quickly, without hesitation, like Lil Wayne releasing his mixtapes at his peak.
Better.
Okay, good. Let's do it.
Coach Graves makes confusing hip-hop metaphors from 30 years ago.
Does he know that, though?
I don't think so.
Let's line them up!
All right, first game coming up later today. Walk us through it, MP.
Ooh, okay, we're taking on Nanterre. I hope I said that right. But, it's led by Benoit Lambert, a projected second-rounder. He's a stretch big who can knock it down from outside.
I feel you. All right, well, obviously you're looking to win this game, but as someone with an eye on the NBA draft, how does that affect your approach?
My approach never changes. I compete as hard as I can, and I play to win. But when you go up against another draft prospect, you have an opportunity. You know, you gotta give the scouts a one-to-one comparison. So, if I'm outplaying this guy on the same court, in the same game, and he's projected to go second round, what does that make me?
Makes sense. How has practice been so far?
Tough. These guys really get after it in scrimmages, but it's gonna make me a complete player. Someone any NBA team could use.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think we got what we need.
Nice. Look, I'm not gonna complain on tape, but bro, these practices are killing me. Oh, God, these Euro dudes, I don't get it. They love to hack, and somehow the conditioning programs are even crazier.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, you do look a little rough. You feeling all right?
I'm a little beat up, to be honest with you, and I'm extremely sore, but I gotta find a way to push through it.
Yes, sir. It's just an adjustment. You be all right.
Yeah. Just, you know, this kind of stuff, just make sure we keep it off of socials, all right?
No, of course, man. We in this together. We only gonna show the world what you want them to see.
Yeah. That's good.
What's
Xander,
up?
I need help up.
I got you.
Yep.
Oh! Yes, sir.
And a twilight view of the skyline of Paris, casting its reflection on the River Seine. Welcome, everyone, to 2K's coverage of the FBSL. For 2K Sports, I'm Blake Suniga with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. We have a fun one for you tonight. It's Paris FC Basket hosting Nanterre Elite. Some great young talent on these teams.
And the name to watch tonight for Nanterre is Benoit Lambert, who's long been regarded as one of the up-and-coming French talents, and he'll look to leave his mark here tonight.
And but Paris has their own prospect making his debut. MP comes in from the U.S., and we'll get to see him in action.
And a bit of a strange path for MP to come over to France, but he'll have plenty of chances to show what he can do, as Nanterre is a sound basketball team.
And a lot of great talent on the floor in this one. The big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Pass to MP. The three is up. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
You have to admire how assertive MP is. Ready to shoot as soon as he gets it.
Outside Chauvet. Screen by Lambert. Back to Peltier. 5 to shoot. Harris grabs the miss. Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
And Marchand with the stuff. And so many of the prospects here in France dream of representing Les Bleus on the international stage.
The French national team is as great as it's ever been. You look around this league, and the level of prospects here and going into the NBA is as strong as any nation.
Now here's Marchand. Pass to Peltier. From 12 feet out, the rebound by Zadirko. Inside, Illich, guarded by Lambert.
I mean, that's just bogey being bogey, right? We've seen this time and time again.
Back to Peltier. High post Lambert. Three-pointer Chauvet. Marks for three. Bangs home the trifecta.
Now, something that's interesting, you kind of think about it, is the fitness level of these players at the professional level. It's something else. You don't realize how demanding the game is until you're here.
Everything is faster, and you have to push your body to match it. For young guys like MP and these other prospects, that can be a very tough adjustment.
Out of bounds, it'll be Paris ball. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, there's hot guys, and there's really hot. They can't miss.
Sometimes an individual will go on a shooting tear like this, but a whole team?
This is special, Brian.
Peltier, no good. It's Paris leading. MP, he's guarded by Peltier. Dumas on the wing. Back to MP. Just 5 on the clock. Yes, once again, and he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 makes.
You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
Off target from the wing. Down low. Here's Marchand. Terrific assist and a nice finish. Just a solid play all around.
For Marchand, these high percentage looks are so valuable. He can confidently convert on them. Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given moment.
Back to Marchand. And he's going up for the hoop here.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it. Elevated and made the catch.
Then the flush.
And he chose the conservative finish with a nice, easy layup. That was smooth, right?
Now here's Peltier. Can't cash in the 10-foot jumper. MP inside. He's guarded by Peltier. And MP again.
And there are more points onto an early lead that just keeps on growing.
And a nice lead it is. And it's no mystery how they've done it. They are attacking that bucket.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Paris FC basket ahead. They lead by 11. And the second quarter is on the way when we return. And welcome back as we get set to start the second quarter. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. In, and his hot hand continues. 10 for 11 from the floor and looking for more. And for the young players like MP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy, how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. It's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas.
Lambert inside. Elic is there.
Well, at almost 7 feet tall, Lambert can certainly hammer it home, especially when he's given ideal position.
And yep, it's good.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
And Nanterre has possession. A 12-point game. It's Peltier on the wing. Yes, and a nice assist from Chauvet.
There's Frankie Peltier helping the team stretch out that defense.
And the coach of this Paris FC team, Dwayne Graves, he worked his way through the ranks. He would spend some time as an assistant coach in the NBA before relocating to Europe.
No doubt. Graves is an American coach, and that shows up a bit in the sets he draws up. But at the end of the day, he's proved that he knows his X's and O's.
5 on the clock. Peltier outside. The three-pointer, no good. And now Paris on the break. Kicks it out to MP. There's the triple. Drills it from outside.
Well, once MP gets going, it's like an avalanche. Just get out of the way, let him take over.
Pass to Girard. To the wing, right side. Three-pointer Chauvet. Harris grabs the miss. And here's Ahern. Back to MP. Knocks it loose. Back to Ahern. MP right side. Shot from 12. Rebounded by Bleu. And just over 3.5 minutes played in this second quarter.
Yeah, on an open look like that, he's usually very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Surprising miss. I mean, he's almost always deadly when he's that open, even from way downtown.
Pushing the action, making his presence felt. MP is getting it done at the offensive end.
It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And Blake, from what we've seen so far, if I were you, for your health, don't hold your breath.
Yeah, that'd be a very bad idea. And MP slams it in.
Season opening and does not hesitate. That shows you MP's confidence and how prepared he is.
Pass to Marchand. Now here's Marks. Now here's Lambert. Sadirko defending. And that one's good. And here's Paris. Here's MP. That one falls. Nice feed from DeMol.
Agile move by MP there. He keeps the ball in his strength and throws the defender off completely.
Pass to Lambert. Here's Peltier.
Connects from three-point range. And that concludes the first half.
Paris. FC basket ahead.
Up by 15.
And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Good to have you back with us for this matchup between Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. The second half just getting underway. The one thing we can be sure of, there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French League is a hotbed for talents, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
Here's MP.
2 points. That one goes in.
What intensity from MP in the paint, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Back to Marchand. Pass to Peltier. Chauvet.
Block at 6.
Outside for Marks. Now Peltier.
No good from outside.
Here's MP for 3.
Drops in the tray.
You know, that short corner three, it's a shot that MP has really been working on.
Pass to Marchand. Marks.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
MP on the wing. He's guarded by Peltier. Here's MP.
Here's Zadirko. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Well, defensively, I mean, you've got to get a body on Zadirko and box him out. He's a very large dude out there.
And we're just about a minute and a half into this third quarter of basketball.
Pass to Lambert.
Can they get it?
Yes, and a nice assist from Chauvet. And without a doubt, the star of this Nanterre Elite team is Benoit Lambert. He can shoot the lights out, fellas.
And we talked about Lambert's shooting, but he has a polish to his game that you rarely see from players this young. It's a big reason why scouts are so excited to see him develop.
Pass to Chauvet. And again, it's Nanterre.
I really like that shot from Chauvet. Forced the defense to guard all 3 levels, including the mid-range.
Here's MP.
Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Yeah, he's the leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Here's Marchand. Pass to Lambert. Peltier outside.
Puts it up from 17. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Fighting through. Frankie Peltier in 1.
And he'll be shooting his first free throws. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
MP.
Oh, and a slam by MP.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
I
even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk, Tim.
With an exclamation point.
Yep, and semicolon.
And add another exclamation point after that. That was unforgettable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
And MP slams it in.
Big show of athleticism by MP, going up strong for the dunk.
And Nanterre lead with possession. To the middle. In the basket by Girard.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him to the rim that well with a pass.
And so far, we've seen MP getting the better of Lambert out there. You guys surprised?
Well, a lot of scouts came here to watch Lambert do his thing, but MP has been the star of the show so far. There's no denying that.
Marchand left side. Peltier outside. Shot clock at 5. And Peltier with the slam.
Well, for a guard like Peltier, you just can't fall in love with jumpers all the time. Driving the ball can really help you out.
He's been key for them, the way he's distributed the ball.
No doubt, Tim. And when the offense runs through him, it's just such a smooth operation.
And it's so much fun to watch. Get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platter for him.
Then hit it up.
Bon appetit. And what touch on the finish.
Outside Vasseur. MP. The rebound by Girard. Now here's Chauvet. Guarded by Dumont. Three-pointer Chauvet. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Paris up. And we welcome you back to Paris. The two teams are... Here's Chauvet. Releases from 15. And once again off the mark by Nanterre. Here's MP. And Lambert pulls it down. Nanterre with the ball. Marchand with it. He's picked up by Leduc. Peltier outside. Marks. Back to Peltier. Pass to Lambert. 4 on the clock. Good chance here for Peltier. And once again off the mark by Nanterre. MP, it's good.
Well, when we watch him here in Europe, MP always seems to find some daylight to get his shot off.
And there's a foul called on MP. That will be his second foul of the game. And Paris making a change here. For those joining us, fourth quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Lambert. To the paint. And he drops in the layup off glass.
That's a nice job getting it done inside by Peltier. You know, I'd like to see a little more of that from him.
Here's MP. Marks defending. Chauvet. Lambert for 3. And it's MP with the rebound.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
The 17-footer. Good.
All right, a little old school stuff from MP going with the midi.
And so here's Nanterre. Pass to Lambert. Marchand. Back to Lambert. Leduc with the steal. MP with it. Chauvet covering. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and a shoot 2.
Terrific energy from MP down in the paint, working hard to get the shot off while being fouled.
And the first one at the line is good. the line. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in this fourth quarter. Pass to Marshall. Marks. Lambert. Vasseur defending. And Lambert with the slam.
Well, it's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, they'd be in much deeper trouble. And their shooting percentage continues to climb in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been in total 6 since the break. Good team basketball, and it's resulted in high-quality shots.
Very good adjustments at the half.
And here's Peltier. Covered by MP. Peltier, no good. They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in.
Can't fall for this if you're the defense. Once MP has you in the air, the rest is easy.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. Now Chauvet. Pass to Marshall. Marks for three. The rebound by Vasseur. And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Here's MP. And that one drops for him.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
Wing shot on the way. Three-pointer Chauvet. The rebound by Vasseur. MP inside. Misses the shot. And that'll do it. Paris FC coming away with the win. A nice showing from the young team.
Everyone knew this Paris team.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Happy to be here.
How are you adjusting to the level of competition in France? It's a big step up from high school, yes?
Yeah, for sure. I'm playing against professionals now. They're physical, and they know how to use that strength. They're smart as well. They just process the game much quicker. But that's what I wanted. I'm here to become the best player I can be, and to do that, you have to go up against the best comp. You can't find this anywhere else.
Okay, so despite the adjustment, you managed to outplay Benoit Lambert. Was that a focus for you tonight?
Yeah, my focus is always going to be on winning. I've made no secret that I want to play in the NBA, so I know that Benoit is a big-time prospect here, but I'm here to work on my game, become the best player I can be, and help my team get wins.
Thank you, MP.
You're welcome.
Something in your ear, okay?
Yeah, go ahead, I'm listening.
All right, now I know we're here to work on your draft stock, but I saw your post-game interview the other day, and I don't think you should talk about the NBA with the press that much.
What you mean?
Same goes for your social videos.
Wait, I'm just being honest out there. Like, I don't understand what that has to do with the management. You even said that it was okay in the contract negotiations.
No, look, I'm not worried about management. I'm worried about your teammates. They might not like a constant reminder that you see them as a stepping stone.
But that's not true.
I know. But you've got a lot to gain if this team is successful. Paris doesn't have an automatic berth to the EBA championships, but playing well in that tournament would be huge for your draft stock.
No, yeah, you're right. I hear you, Austin, 100%.
Okay, good. Look, but other than that, you're doing an outstanding job, okay? You came here to outplay top prospects, and you're doing it. Nice work.
I appreciate that, Austin.
All right. Talk soon.
Yep.
Bye.